Hey everybody, got some jambalaya. Let's go down to the bio. Let's go. Hey guys, alright, this is a menu that I've been wanting to try for quite a while. It's called Jumbalaya. It's definitely not a recent MRE. This is from either the late 90s or the early 2000s. And I looked on here, I could not find a date code anywhere. So we will determine what year this is as soon as we crack this thing open. Okay, this one was packaged by the Wornick Company. Let's see how successful I am with this easy peel seal. Sometimes these things are so easy and sometimes they are an absolute pain in the ass. I gotta get your thumbs in there. Get everything out of the bag. Old school vanilla dairy shake. Accessory packet, we'll take a look at that in a second. Vanilla pound cake, of course the standard MRE spoon, wheat snack bread, some blackberry jam, of course flameless ration heater, hot beverage bag, and ham and shrimp jambalaya. And from looking at the date codes on this stuff and on the heater, this is from 2006. And here we got accessory packet A. It's from the 96th day of 2006. Of course, you got the Chiclets gum, moist towelette, sugar, toilet paper, some salt, creamer, coffee, small book of matches, and lastly some Tabasco sauce. And it looks like this is pretty much solidified. And just to make sure that I don't have one of these recalled dairy shakes, I use, of course, my reference, MREinfo.com, and the dairy shake recall was from 2007 to 2009. So this one should be safe to make up with this ration. And this is one of those rations where you go, what were these guys thinking? This is like a carb lover's delight. We have a bunch of rice that's going to be with our jambalaya. Of course, then you have more carbs with your pound cake and more carbs with your wheat snack bread. Not to mention, what are you supposed to drink with this? All you have is a dairy shake and a cup of coffee instead of one of the beverage powders. And since this heater is a little over 10 years old, we're going to put a pinch of salt in here to help make sure that we get an activation. Or at least we hope we get an activation. Alright, all the way at the bottom. And then we'll make sure that we immerse that pad. And we'll set that on a rock or something. Okay, and that's one of the problems of these flameless ration heaters. It's probably been about a solid 5-6 minutes and there is nothing coming out of here. You can hear a little bit of popping and sizzling, but no exothermic reaction or no heat. Now I think what we're going to do, seeing how this ration heater has failed, my friend Delicious sent me this Turkish ration. Unfortunately, Sherman, my MRE taster dog, got a hold of this along with the main while I was on vacation. What I am going to do, I'm going to take this ration heater and place it in this, so hopefully we get a good activation. Alright, then a little bit of water to help wake that thing up. Okay, this was not working either. On to plan C. Okay, after 10 minutes it finally started cooking off. You can see it's getting a little heat in there. So let's just hold off for a little bit. Alright, let's get the drinks made. Dairy shake calls for 6 ounces or about 180 ml of water. And then just the standard cup for your coffee. Nice little powder. Those granules. And the other nice stuff about this dairy shake powder is if you want to, for your pound cake or whatever you would like, you can make kind of like that frosting that I made a little vid on. There you go. It's your standard freeze-dried coffee from 2006, that is. And while our jambalaya is finishing heating up, let's take a look at the wheat snack bread. It has kind of hardened up over the years. Maybe I shouldn't have used that exact phrase. And then of course blackberry jam, which we'll use on our wheat snack bread or our wheat snack brick. And it's always a good idea to give this stuff a knead before you just empty it out, because a lot of times the liquids will separate on these. And the vanilla pound cake, I guess to go along with our vanilla dairy shake. It's still moist, which is always a good sign. Smells okay, smells exactly like vanilla. Let's grab that jambalaya. Okay, that Turkish ration heater ended up going pretty well. Now, a trick that you can do before you put it in the heater or after, so you don't have a solid block, is just crunch this stuff up really quick and then open it up, and it shouldn't be all majorly block-like on your tray. The most immediate thing that you can smell is a smoky flavoring. Now in this we have cooked ham, cooked shrimp, of course we have parboiled rice, crushed tomato, a little bit of chicken broth, dehydrated onion, some garlic powder, and it says spiced salt. And again, it's got that smoky flavor, or that smoky scent. You can see those little chunks of ham in there. See if we can fish out one of these bits of shrimp. See a little bit of the tomato. It smells really nice. Let's give that a try on its own. This is pretty darn good. This would be awesome if our Tabasco sauce, or we had some actual Louisiana hot sauce or something like that with us, would be perfect. Maybe just a touch of salt, depending on your palate. slide my coffee and my dairy shake over. And this is kind of one of the things that I'm talking about. It just doesn't seem like, what would you... I mean, I guess it could go with this. But then again, this was designed and produced in 2006. But yeah, this stuff tastes really good. I'm going to try to see if I can find any of that shrimp. Now, digging through here looking for shrimp is kind of like looking at a Where's Waldo book. And I'm not really seeing anybody. Or any shrimp. However, I do have some hot sauce, so let me grab that really quick. Now, like I said, I would love to use this, but this is completely 100% solidified, and there's not a lot in there left. However, I do have some of this Frank's Red Hot, and this was just left over from a Canadian ration that I recently did. I'm sure this is, ooh-wee, gonna spice this right on up. And some people mix their sauce in. I don't. I like it to be wham, right in your face. My presence is known. Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. So now you get this heat. Let's try a little bit of our vanilla dairy shake. We even got a little bits of red in there. It's almost like did they put some strawberry dairy shake mix in here too, but let's give this a try. Very foamy, very thick, really coats your mouth. So if you did not like spicy stuff, this I guess would be kind of the antithesis. You know, milk is good for trying to get away from heartburn. Let's try our wheat snack brick, because this thing is pretty darn hard. Then again, you could always put this in your ration heater too, but only if your ration heater works. A bit tough, incredibly chewy, even a little chalky, which is kind of odd. The blackberry jam is nice. I do prefer my jam jellies kind of on the colder side. This blackberry jam kind of warm. It just doesn't work for my palate. Let's try to cleanse that poor palate with some of this coffee. Woo, that's the Taster's Choice. Standard Army coffee. Not too bad. And let's look at our vanilla pound cake. See, it's nice, it's soft and springy. It looks pleasant on the inside. All those little nooks and crannies. Very vanilla smell and taste with this. Very soft, it's incredibly moist. You could even dip it into your dairy shake to make a frosting of sorts. Oh yeah. Really not bad from a ration that's all the way back from 2006. And it's just another testament that if you store these things properly, they will last an awful long time. But this, ladies and gentlemen, was a review of 2006 menu number 22 Jumbalaya, packaged by the Wornick Company. This was really good. This was good. My wheat snack brick, could have done without. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all on my next review. Bye.